Real-life legal stories sometimes become very puzzling and make us wonder about human actions and secrets. These cases are not the usual encounters with the law. They're stories that surprise and interest us. From a strange game ending in tragedy in Florida to a video of a costly home arrest and a plain incident about wearing masks, these cases show how people react in complicated ways. How can a game become so serious? Without further ado, let's get right into it. In Case 1. In February 2020, a woman named Sarah Boone from Florida is said to have played a game of hide and seek with her boyfriend at their home in Winter Park. During the game, she allegedly put her boyfriend inside a suitcase and left him there. Unfortunately, he passed away while inside the suitcase. Sarah Boone is set to go on trial for a serious charge called second-degree murder in connection to his death. She has said that she didn't do what she's being accused of and has pleaded not guilty.
We'll talk to you prior to doing anything like that.
But I understand what you guys and how you do it, and, but what do you just tell him?
Boone was supposed to go to court in Orange County before the trial for a talk before the trial, but she didn't go. Instead, the lawyers from both sides quickly met and chose a new date for that hearing. Let's examine the details of the case. On February 24, 2020 at 1:01 p.m., Sarah Boone called 911 to say her boyfriend, George Torres Jr., had passed away in their apartment in Winter Park, Florida. She explained that the night before they were playing hide and seek and thought it would be funny if George got inside a suitcase as a joke. While they were playing, they were also drinking wine.
Back and forth about what ifs like all day long.
I know, sorry.
I promise we're not going to leave here for you and you not feel safe, okay? I promise.
What's going on?
Please. Okay. Is this... I don't even know what to tell you. It's okay.
Sarah went upstairs and fell asleep in her bed. After a few hours, she woke up because her phone was ringing. She went downstairs and found George not moving and not breathing inside the suitcase. Soon after she called 911, the fire department came and confirmed that George had died.
Because they don't want him with me. So he's basically just not really been around his family because he chooses me over them. Even after I have encouraged him numerous times.
While looking into the matter, investigators discovered 2 videos on Sarah's iPhone. These videos seem to display Torres inside the suitcase, sometimes shifting around, and it seems like he's asking Sarah to unzip the suitcase. In the video, Boone seems to tease him multiple times. "Sarah, I can't breathe, babe," Torres said, according to the video. "That's on you," she responds. "Sarah, I can't breathe," he said again. "That's on you," Boone responds, even laughing.
What's going to happen is he's going to go to the examiner's office and he'll have what's called an autopsy.
Yeah.
That'll be first thing tomorrow morning. I'll know a lot.
Investigators stated that these videos were filmed a bit after 11 p.m., which was hours before Boone finally dialed 911.
Some of what they think and see.
We'll give them their number. They can contact them and get it from them.
But yeah, they're gonna know what we're here, what we're investigating, and that
They're gonna think I killed him.
Why would they think that?
They always have said that. They've always have said that.
What have they
I
said?
told you it's because I'm the blue-eyed white dragon. That's what they call me. Because they don't want him.
The second video, as per the report, displays the suitcase positioned differently. It's turned over and now placed on the left side of the living room. The arrest report reveals that during the autopsy, they found scratches on Torres' back, a significant scratch on his neck, bruises on his left shoulder, and marks on his forehead that came from a strong hit. His lip was also cut, according to the report. On February 25, 2022, Sarah Boone went to the Orange County Sheriff's Office and talked to detectives for around 2 hours.
And he's notorious for running into the wall or the hall tree. So why?
Okay.
What about the scratches?
During the questioning, Boone explained that Torres got hurt by falling off her son's bike or bumping into walls. When detectives asked her to watch the videos on her phone, Boone started watching but then said she didn't want to see them. She believed Torres could have gotten out of the suitcase because it could be unzipped from the inside. However, detectives were doubtful because in the videos, they couldn't see Torres' fingers coming out of the suitcase anywhere. One detective in the interview mentioned, "In the video, you can't see any holes. There's nowhere in that where the zipper separation is that you can see a hole. If there's a hole, he's pushing on it, begging you to get out. We should probably see that hole." Boone responded, "I didn't zip it all the way. I didn't zip it up all the way. This is horrifying, okay. Horrifying. I don't think I'll ever be right because of this. It wasn't on purpose, I promise. It wasn't on purpose. I wouldn't do that to him or anyone else, she said later. But you did, a detective replied. Not on purpose, Boone answered, adding that she thought Torres would be able to get out. And then Sarah was charged with second-degree murder and is facing life in prison. In Case 2, a woman from Hinsdale attempted to bite a local police officer, and a video of her arrest at her $1 million home on West Walnut Street has gained hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube. The video shows the arrest of Sean N. Malarkey, who was 45 years old. During the situation, police were present when Malarkey was driving to her home with her children in the back of the car. The officers were there to apprehend her due to a warrant for domestic battery, as she was accused of hitting her ex-husband with her car. Malarkey declined to exit her vehicle and shut the garage door while the officers were inside.
Somebody say that you could come into our house. You don't stop tugging.
I'm gonna tase you if you don't get opener.
No.
Yes.
No.
You're obstructing right now. Do you understand
you're
that?
obstructing.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
They told her, "You are under arrest." She responded, "No, I am not." The officers then cautioned her that she might be tased if she didn't come out of the car. They then pulled her out of the driver's seat, and she kept shouting, "Get your hands off me." While they were removing her, she insisted on speaking to her lawyer before being taken away. She accused one of the officers of yanking her. The officer defended himself, explaining, "I pulled you because I told you that you were under arrest and needed to leave your car." One of the officers mentioned to her, "You're putting on quite a show for your neighbors." She repeatedly used strong language and called one of the officers an offensive term. "You're a jerk. You're a terrible person," she said. The officer responded, "That's not right." After being placed in the police car, she managed to get out multiple times. She directed offensive language toward an officer, saying, "You're a worthless person. I wouldn't even help if you were in trouble." The officer remarked, "I can smell alcohol on you." She replied, "That's my urine because I'm urinating on you."
Don't touch me.
Get your phone on you?
Get your fucking hands off me.
Where's your phone?
Do not,
Where's your phone at?
Get
First
your- do not touch me. Did I ever say,
Turn around.
you fucker, do not touch me. Get his fucking hands off me. Get your fucking hands off me.
Cool out. Hey, if you keep resisting,
Get your
I'm gonna charge
fucking-
you with that. If
You know what? I'm gonna charge you with putting your fucking dirty ass hands on me.
stop.
Then she called the officer the worst part of society, and the officer responded, "I disagree." When officers attempted to guide her back into a police car, she tried to bite one of them. As an officer was preparing to drive Malarkey to the police station, her voice from inside the police car could be heard saying, "You're in trouble." The officer asked her to explain, and she mentioned that the officer would be sued. She added, "You believe you're so impressive that you can harm a woman. Good for you." When the police car reached the station, she refused to exit, so officers had to carry her out. Malarkey faced charges including a serious DUI offense, her third occurrence, assault on an officer, resisting an officer, and having alcohol while driving. She was taken to the DuPage County Jail. Police were informed by Aurora Police that she was coming from the Aurora Country Club after attending a swim meet. In Case 3, the scene unfolds on an airplane, just as it's about to take off. This passenger's behavior is far from ordinary. She's causing a scene because she refuses to wear a mask, something that's become a rule due to the pandemic. She had been warned to leave several times, but she wasn't budging. The video captures her interactions with the police as they try to handle the situation. They tell her she needs to step off the plane, but she's determined to stay put. As the tension rises, her emotions go on a roller coaster. She seems to swing between feeling wronged and getting pretty mad at the officers. They warn her that if she doesn't cooperate, they might have to use force to remove her from the plane. And then things get even stranger. She starts accusing one of the officers of being dishonest about wearing a mask. She's firing arguments back and forth, showing both a sense of victimization and anger towards the law enforcement officers. Throughout the arrest, her behavior takes unpredictable turns. She says she'll cooperate with some officers but not others. And she throws in random comments, like suggesting that a nurse present has a thing for the officer she's mad at. This emotional seesaw continues until the end of the video. She points the finger at law enforcement for her own inability to relax. There's a possibility that there's more going on beneath the surface, but it's hard to say without a professional evaluation. And that's the end of these surprising legal cases. If you like these cases, remember to subscribe for more. Tap the like button and share with friends. Let's keep uncovering legal mysteries together.